Hello student, welcome to KVS RO Jabalpur online classes and topic is fiber to fabric. In previous video we have discussed about the fiber wool which we get from animals. Now today we will discuss about the next fiber, that is silk, and it is also obtained from the animal. Students, the silk is, as you know, the silk is a queen of all fibers and it is very important and very popular in different festival and celebration. Peoples like to wear different types of silk clothes in different occasions. Now students, we will discuss about the history of silk. Students, the silk is discovered first in China, and you know students, China is the largest silk producer of silk in world. And if we talk about the India is the second largest producer of silk in the world. Now let's discuss about the history of the invention of the silk. Most historians agree that silk and sericulture. Students, sericulture, it means the production of silkworm. This is known as sericulture. So, the historian agree that silk and sericulture had their origin in China nearly 2500 BC. Now, there are over 40 countries on the world map producing silk. As in previous slide, I already told you that China is the largest producer and supplier of the silk, followed by India and then Brazil. And the students, India is the largest consumer of the silk also. Now, let's observe the characteristics of silk. Silk is a natural protein fiber. It is as same as wool. Wool is also a natural protein fiber, and in the same way silk is also a natural protein fiber. Silk is soft to touch but not slippery. It is hypoallergic, student. Some people also have some allergy if they use silk clothes. It absorbs moisture. Silk is warm in winter and cool in summer. It means students, if this type of fiber or this type of fabric you can use in summer season and in winter season also. And student, it is easy to maintain. Now, there are some famous silk of India like Kanjivaram silk, Banaras silk, Mysore silk, Murshidabad silk and Dharmavaram silk. Student, Kanjivaram silk. It is also famous silk of India, like Banaras silk. It is famous silk and it is found in Banaras. Mysore, as its name, Mysore silk in Mysore, Murshidabad silk in Murshidabad. Now, types of silk. In India, silk is obtained from different species of silkworm. Students, I want to tell one thing, that there are many insects which give fibers like ant, wasp and spider also. But the silk which we use as a silk cloth, it is only we use silkworm. So there are different species of silkworm like mulberry silk, muga silk, arid silk and tussar silk. Mulberry silk. It is a very popular of all category of silk. In previous slides, you have observed different varieties of silk and different types of silk. And we will discuss mulberry silk. Mulberry silk is very soft, lustrous and elastic and can be dyed in beautiful colors like this picture. Now, we will discuss about the life cycle of silkworm. Students, why it is need to discuss its life cycle? Sometimes such type of question comes in your mind. Students, as you know, why we need to discuss the life cycle of silkworm. Silkworm is the insect from which we obtain silk. So, we have to study its life cycle, in which stage it gets silk. So, students, you know its lifespan is 2 months and it has 4 stages. There is first stage, that is eggs, the second stage, that is larva, third stage is pupa, and again the adult stage is complete moth stage. Now students, we will discuss each stage one by one. Now, hatching of eggs. As the male and female moth mates, it lays eggs. And the first stage in sericulture process is the production of silkworm eggs in a controlled environment. Students, please remember one thing. You have to remember these things, that this insect needs a very sanitary and silent atmosphere for the survival. So, it needs controlled environment. Female moth deposit about 400 eggs at a time. Student observes the number of eggs. Now, hatching of the eggs is normally done by the spreading eggs over the shallow trays. This tray is given. Observing, sometimes this tray is made up of bamboo and it is covered with some mulberry leaves. Why mulberry leaves? Because these eggs, when it hatches and turn into caterpillar stage, they need food items. And what its food items? Soft mulberry leaves. Now, if you observe the eggs of this silk moth, it is very tiny eggs, and these are looks like a microscopic eggs. What does it mean? Means it is very tiny or very small. Eggs are kept in hatching shade, which is closely regulated at 80 °F and for about 8 to 10 days. Means its hatching period is 8 to 10 days. Finally, tiny eggs are hatched into larvae. What are the larvae? These are the caterpillars. And in life cycle, this is the second stage. Now, it means the silk moth comes into the second stage. At this point, the larva is about 1/4 inch. Now, see the picture. This is the space where the eggs are kept for hatching. And if we observe these trays, these are the bamboo trays, and these are filled with caterpillars. And there are green, these are the mulberry leaves, and these act as a food for these caterpillars. Now, the feeding period. It is very important period, students, and as you know, all the times the caterpillar started to feeding, and students, it feeds 10,000 times to its weight. मतलब weight के 10,000 times ज़्यादा तक ये लोग अपना feeding करते हैं. Once hatched, the larvae are placed in huge tray and feed huge amount of chopped mulberry trees leaves. Look here, these are the mulberry leaves and these are the main food item of these caterpillar. Now, during this stage, what they do only? Do nothing but eat. All the times they eat and only eat. After about 30 to 35 days, since it was hatched, it stopped eating and changed color to greenish, white and filled with liquid silk. It is about 10 times heavier than when it hatched. तो अब इसका वेट भी कितना हो जाएगा? 10 times heavier, 10,000 times heavier. The silkworm is now ready to spin a silk cocoon. So now, which stage is this? This is the next stage. Now see the picture. You have observe here some white fibers like a structure. These are the silk. Spinning the cocoon. The silkworm now start spinning of cocoon and liquid silk secretions extrude from two glands. This viscous clear liquid is forced through the opening on the mouth part of the larva, harden on the exposure to air and form twin filament. जैसे ही वो लिक्विड कहाँ आता है? एयर के कांटेक्ट में it convert into filament. A second pair of gland nearby secretes a gummy binding fluid called sericin, which binds two filament together steadily. Over the next 3 to 4 days, the silkworm rotates its body into figure A. Observe this, students. This is the spinning of its head. जो उसका head का spinning होता है वो just like this into a figure 8 movement over some 300,000 times, constructing a cocoon and producing about a mile of silk filament. Now, the caterpillar then changed from larva to pupa. Which stage is this, students? This is the third stage. First stage was larva. Second was first stage was egg. Second was larva, caterpillar, and the next stage and the third stage is pupa. And in this condition, it sleeps for about 18 to 20 days. Means in this stage, it not eating anything. Then it left undisturbed, transform into moth. मतलब अगर इस स्टेज में इसको डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया गया है तो आफ्टर दैट द नेक्स्ट स्टेज विल adult stage or moth stage. If pupa is not killed, if you want to get silk from these insects, so you have to kill this. And how you will kill this? To keep it in warm water. If the pupa is not killed, it will transform into moth and becomes fully awake and strive to emerge from cocoons. It will push itself against the wall of the cocoon by breaking some of the obstructing fibers. The continuous silk filament is thus broken up into thousands of short pieces. Within the few days of making its cocoons, the silk producers kill the pupa in the cocoon. In this way, students, can you imagine 5,500 silkworms? From this number of silkworm will get only 1 kg of raw silk. So, you can conclude amount of usable silk in each cocoon is quite small. That's why the silk is very expensive cloth. Now, again we summarize the life cycle of silk moth. The adult moth mate with each other. These are the adult moth. And after mating, what the next stage will come, students? Egg stage. And this is the first stage. The female moth lays many tiny eggs. Which type of egg is this? These are microscopic eggs. Remember all these things. A tiny black caterpillar hatch out of its egg. And what was its size? In previous slide we have discussed quarter an inch. Now, the caterpillar eats mulberry leaves. What its favorite leaves? Mulberry leaves. These leaves are very soft and grows bigger and bigger. It goes through 4 molds. A very interesting term is molds. What does it mean? Mold is a shading of skin. So students, in this condition, it shades its skin 4 times. First, second, third and 4 times. And after that, it converts into next stage. The caterpillar spins a cocoon of silk threads around itself. The next one is, inside the cocoon, the caterpillar change into pupa. Observe here the cocoon and inside the cocoon, it's a pupa stage, and in this stage feeding will completely stop. Now the next is, people unwind the silk thread from the cocoon to wear into a silk cloth. The pupa changes into a moth. The moth comes out of the cocoon, and again we will get which stage? This is the adult stage. If we want silk, so we have to kill this in this stage, and you will get silk fibers. So you can say in this life cycle it has 1, 2, 3 and 4 stage. Its lifespan is 2 months. In this way, it is concluded that the silk moth has 4 stages, and in cocoon stage we get silk fibers. Now the students, it's a worksheet for you and you have to answer these questions, and for this I am giving you 30 seconds for each slide. There are 2 questions. There are 2 slides. In first slides you have to answer, one word answer you have to give, and for this you have 30 seconds. Now the time start for you. The second largest producer of silk in the world. This is the first question. The second question, name the state where Kanchipuram silk is produced. The third question, name the largest silk producer state of India. The fourth one is, name the most common silk moth. I am going to repeat all 4 questions. First is, second largest producer of silk in world. WORLD. Name the state where Kanchipuram silk is produced. Third is, name the largest silk producer state of India. And the fourth one is, name the most common silk. I hope you have completed this worksheet. Now the second worksheet. Here 4 options are given and you have to find out the correct one. Silk is derived from cocoon, egg, pupa, moth. The second question, which one not a variety of silk? Tussar, kosa, ruby and muga. The fourth is, rearing of silk is known as sericulture, horticulture, apiculture or floriculture. The fourth is scientific name of mulberry tree. Magnifera indica, Desmodium giranse, Morus alba are none of them. I am going to repeat once again. Silk is derived from cocoon, egg, pupa or moth. Which one not a variety of silk? Tussar, ruby, kosa, munga. Third is rearing of silk is known as sericulture, apiculture, horticulture or floriculture. Scientific name of mulberry tree. Magnifera indica, Morus alba, Desmodium giranse are none of these. I hope students you have completed this worksheet. Now it's time for the answer. So now check your answer. In first question, as I have given you one word question, one word answers. So the first question was the second largest producer of silk in world. WORLD. It is, the answer is India. The second question is name the state where Kanjivaram silk is produced. So the name of the state is Tamil Nadu. The third question is name the largest silk producing state of India. When we discuss about the history of the silk, it is mentioned here. The answer is Karnataka. The fourth question is name the most common silk moth. So the answer is mulberry silk. Now the silk is derived from. So the silk is derived from cocoon. Which one not a variety of silk? Student, tussar is a variety, kosa is a variety, munga is a variety, but ruby is not a variety of silk. Rearing of silk is known as sericulture, horticulture, apiculture or floriculture. So it is sericulture. Scientific name of mulberry tree is Morus alba. Now the students, I am giving you a video. In this video, you will observe how the silkworm produce silk. Okay students, let's watch the video and thank you. students, the cocoon is formed by these silkworm. And for getting silk, the cocoon is killed, and they are for killing they keep in warm water.